Hello students, in the previous class I asked you a question, and what was the question, do you remember? It was, if there are two bulbs, this is the battery and a switch, and we connected, you know that an ammeter is always connected in series. What does that mean? That an ammeter, positive terminal of the battery must always be connected to the positive terminal of ammeter. This is called ammeter connected in series. And the negative terminal of the battery should be connected to the negative terminal of the ammeter. And suppose this is a resistor, and a resistor voltmeter is always connected in parallel to the resistor, always remember. Then I asked you the question, there was no resistance here, the resistance was in the bulb only. We connected two bulbs. This was bulb 1 having resistance R1, and there was another bulb. Let us suppose this is a bulb, and this is bulb number 2 having resistance R2, and the resistance of the first bulb was greater. Okay? And my question was, which bulb will glow brighter? Which bulb will glow brighter? Which bulb will glow brighter and which bulb will give more light? And our answer is C. Bulb number 1 will give more light. Some of you have given the answer to me on WhatsApp. But I think except one student, almost all are incorrect. What should be the correct answer? Bulb 1 will glow brighter. Now see why. We know the greater the heat, the greater will be the light. The greater the heat. I call this question as HOTS, higher order thinking skills. So the greater the heat produced, greater will be the light. The greater will be the light. And you know, heat produced is directly proportional to square of the current, resistance of the conductor, and the time for which the current flows. This is Joule's law of heating effect of electric current. The heat produced in a resistor, heat produced in a conductor is directly proportional to square of the current, resistance of the conductor, and time means heat is directly proportional to square of the current. Heat is directly proportional to resistance of the conductor. Heat is directly proportional to time. See, this is not valid for us, because if you are flowing current for 10 minutes in bulb 1, so the same current will flow for 10 minutes in bulb 2 also. So both are receiving the current for the same time. For both, time is the same. For both bulbs, T is same. What is T? Time for which the current flows. T is time for which the current flows. T is the time for which the current flows. So in both the bulbs the current is flowing for the same time. And now see, since the bulbs are connected, actually bulbs are resistors, are connected in series. Since the bulbs are connected in series, current will be the same in both bulbs. Current will be the same in both the bulbs, because there is no other path for the current to flow. Because there is no other branch. Because there is no branch for the current to flow. That's why current will flow. Current will be the same in both the bulbs. Now see, since the bulbs are connected in series, current will be the same in both the bulbs. For them current is the same, so heat will be the same. Time is the same, so heat will be the same. But their resistors are not the same. Okay, resistance of bulb 1 is greater. Therefore, more heat will be produced. Heat produced is directly proportional to resistance. So, more heat will be produced. So, more heat will be produced in B1 and it will glow brighter. It will glow brighter. Understood? This is the correct answer. Remember, it's not that it has more resistance, so less current will flow. It has less resistance, more current will flow. Where will the current go? The current does not have any other branch to go. In series, we have already studied that in series, if resistors are connected in series, same current flows to each resistor. So the same current will go through bulb 1 and the same current will go through bulb 2. The current will be the same, the time for which the current moves will be the same, only their resistances are different. So R1 has more resistance, so bulb 1 will have more heat, and more heat means more light. Understood? Okay, now let us start today's topic. Today's topic is resistivity. Resistivity of the material of a conductor. Some students get confused between resistance and resistivity. So see, suppose I have a I have a wire. Suppose I have a wire, this wire, and its length is 1 centimeter. Its area of cross section is 1 centimeter square. Okay. And this wire is made up of silver. Silver wire. Now I have identical wire having area 1 centimeter square and length 1 centimeter. Okay, is it the same? And this wire is made up of let this wire be made up of iron wire. We generally do not use an iron wire, but let us suppose this is the iron wire. Now there is another wire. We have taken another wire. It also has area of cross section 1 centimeter square and its length is 1 centimeter. What is A here? Area of cross section. And what is the formula for area of cross section? Pi r square. Pi r square, area of cross section. Okay. And this wire is nichrome wire. You say that resistance is directly proportional to length. We have studied resistance of a good conductor. Resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to its length. These three may not look identical, but we have to suppose that they are identical. All the three wires have same area. All the three wires have same area of cross section, and all the three wires have same length. Now see, we are studying what resistivity is. It is not resistance. It is resistivity. See, we know resistance is directly proportional to resistance, is directly proportional to length of the conductor. The greater the length of the wire, the greater will be the resistance. If the length of a wire is short, then its resistance also will be short. If the length of a wire is long, then its resistance also will be more. We have studied that resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to its area of cross section. You know what inversely proportional means. If the wire has greater area of cross section, means its thickness is more. Area of cross section means thickness. This area, circular, pi r square, this area. It's called area of cross section, pi r square. So, if the area of cross section is bigger, then resistance will be less. And if the area of cross section is less, then resistance will be more. So, we know resistance and length are directly proportional. Resistance and area of cross section are inversely proportional. Now see, all the three wires have same area of cross section and same length. So, will their resistance be same? All have same length and same area of cross section. will they have same resistance? If resistance depends on length, if resistance depends on area of cross section, then their lengths are equal, their areas of cross sections are equal, then their resistance should be the same. But no, the answer is no. They have different resistances. They have different resistances. Resistance is minimum. Resistance is minimum here for silver wire and maximum for nichrome wire. But why? They have same area of cross section and same length. Why? But answer. Question. This is question. All the wires here have same length and same area of cross section. Will they have same resistance? Answer is no. They will have different resistances. Resistance is minimum here for silver wire and maximum for nichrome wire. Question. But why? They have same area of cross section and same length. Answer is but their materials are different. Hence, their resistivities are different. If material is different, then resistivity is different. But their materials are different, hence their resistivities are different. And let us suppose they have all same temperature. The wires have same length, same area of cross section and same temperature. So hence their resistivities are different, and since their resistivities are different, hence their resistances will be different. Now see what? Resistance is directly proportional to length, no doubt. Resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section, no doubt. If we unite these two, it will become resistance is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area of cross section. We can write in one equation. Both the things can be written as like this. Resistance is directly proportional to length and resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section. We know whenever we remove the proportionality sign, we always need a constant. So here the constant will be R is equal to rho into L upon A. This letter rho is the resistivity, constant of proportionality. It is the constant of proportionality and it is called resistivity of the material. Of the conductor. It is called the resistivity of the material of the conductor, and resistivity for a particular material always remains constant. So we can write R is equal to rho into L upon A. Therefore, we can write R into A is equal to rho into L. Okay. Now we can write R into A upon L is equal to rho. I have written capital L, let it be small l, because there I have denoted it by small l. So let length be small l. We can denote it by capital L also, there is no problem. But since I have written it, I have denoted it with small l, I would like to write it in small letters only. So RA, if we write it properly, it becomes rho is equal to R into A upon L. If the wire has length 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter is also called unit length, and if the wire has area of cross section, area of cross section 1 centimeter square, which is also called unit area, then what will happen? If suppose the length is 1 centimeter and area of cross section is 1 centimeter square, so it will be resistivity will be equal to R into area is 1 centimeter square upon length will be 1 centimeter. Understood? So it will be 1 square. So these two will get cancelled. Resistivity will be equal to resistance. So we can define resistivity as like this, as resistivity is equal to the resistance of a conductor, having unit length and unit area of cross section. So what is resistivity? Resistivity is equal to the resistance of the conductor. Resistivity is equal to the resistance of the conductor. And which conductor? Which has unit length, means 1 centimeter length, and unit area of cross section. Understood? Resistivity depends. See, why are we studying resistivity? Why do we study resistivity? Because why do we study resistivity? Because different materials may have same length and same area of cross section. But their resistances will be different. You can note down the points if you think important. Note down the important points. See, why do we study resistivity? Because there may be different wires, because different materials may have same length, same area of cross section, but their resistances will be different. Because their materials are different. So resistivity depends on material. Of a conductor, not on its length. Or we can write resistivity. This is an important point. Resistivity depends on the material of the conductor. Resistivity does not depend on length and area of cross section. Two wires may have same length and same area of cross section, but their resistivity will not be same, because resistivity does not depend on length and area of cross section. Now we will differentiate between resistance and resistivity. We will differentiate between resistance and resistivity. See how. Here it is resistance and here it is resistivity. Resistivity. Number one, what is it? Opposition to the flow of electrons. And what is it? What is resistivity? Resistivity is equal to the resistance of a conductor, having unit length and unit area of cross section. What are these points? The first point is the definition. Point number one. Now, point number two. Resistance depends on length and area of cross section. Resistance depends on length and area of cross section. Resistivity does not depend. Resistivity does not depend on length and area of cross section. It depends on material. It depends on material of the conductor. Understood? It depends on material of the conductor. Number 3. SI unit of resistance is ohm. SI unit of resistance is ohm. What is it? Ohm. SI unit of resistivity. SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Ohm meter. Why? Why is it unit ohm meter? See, here resistance has SI unit ohm. Area, SI unit of area is meter square. Area is length into breadth or pi r square. So area will be meter square and length should be measured in meter. Unit of rho will be, this will get cancelled this, and unit of rho will be ohm meter. Ohm meter is equal to unit of resistivity. Understood? The unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Now we can study numerical questions based on these. Okay, so in the next lecture, in the next class, we can study numerical questions. We will solve numerical questions on resistivity, resistance, electric current, resistors in series and parallel. We have done, okay, but still we can study them further. Alright, so let us stop here. It was a short lecture explaining resistance and resistivity and their differences. Resistance depends on length and area of cross section. If two wires have same length and same area of cross section, their resistances should be the same. But if their materials are different, then their resistances will not be the same, because their resistivities will be different. Resistivity depends on material of the conductor. Resistance also depends on material, but it depends on length and area of cross section also. If you have a long wire, I will give you a question. a 5 meter long wire, has resistivity 1.28 into 10 raised to power minus 8 ohm meter. If the length of the wire is doubled by stretching it, how much will be the new resistivity of the wire? How much will be the new resistivity of that wire? This is question for you. You have to answer this question on WhatsApp. Send the answer to me on WhatsApp. This gives me a feedback. How much you are studying, how many lectures are you watching per day or per week, that tells me. So a 5 meter long wire has resistivity 1.28, it is 1.28 into 10 raised to power minus 8 ohm meter. If the length of the wire is doubled, by stretching it, how much will be the new resistivity of that wire? Okay, so this is for today. We will stop here. Have a nice time. Have a nice day.